Okay, so now we're going to get into the espresso training portion of our day. What you're going to need in order to follow these training videos is obviously an espresso machine, a manual espresso machine, a manual espresso grinder, then a few tools, a good tamper, one that fits the basket very exactly, a timer, a bunch of rags, steaming pitcher, thermometer, and a couple of spoons. Did you get all that? Hit rewind, write it all down, do it again. Okay. So sometimes people ask, what is espresso? How is it different than drip coffee? And my answer to that is that espresso is not exactly a blend and it's not exactly a roast. Really what it is it's a form of extraction. So with drip coffee, we have water that comes out of a spray head, and using the force of gravity and nothing more than that, it falls through the grounds and extracts the coffee that way and gets into the dispenser. With espresso, there is a pump, a rotary pump that drives water at a fairly consistent temperature through the grounds. So the grounds are prepared in a portafilter basket by a barista. The barista prepares the grounds in such a way that they uniformly resist the pressure of water from the machine. So the grounds will be in the basket, the machine will be forcing water at pressure over the grounds resist that pressure, and ideally what happens is you strike a balance between the pressure of the machine and the resistance of the espresso. You have to bear with me, I have a bachelor's degree in philosophy, I'm not afraid to use it. So, within preparing espresso drinks, there are basically 4 or sometimes 5 standards, depending on how you look at it. All the different drinks that you make are just different standards put together in different ways. So the first and most basic and primary standard is your espresso standard. How do you prepare a beautiful and delicious shot of espresso every time? What are the steps needed to get there? We'll go through that. The second standard is how do you steam milk for a latte and latte-style drinks. So latte, hot cocoa, mocha, that sort of thing. Drinks that require mostly milk, a little bit of foam. The third standard is how to steam milk for a cappuccino. That's a completely different steaming method, and we'll get into that as well. The fourth standard is how to use flavor, how to be consistent about flavor. How much flavor should you use, how many shots should go into what size cup, how to write that stuff down. And the last and final standard is a standard that we employ within our cafe, which is a Latte Art Standard. On latte-style drinks, lattes, mochas, and so forth, we pour them with art on the top. And that will address that standard as well in this videotape series. So without further ado, let's get into the Espresso Standard.